Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Trojans offense will go on the attack first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to win.
The give from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Trojans in the hurry up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on...
There he goes! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zips it out to his man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left. But that's a little old school for me there, RD.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions to get.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes who goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The sure hands, it's Webb. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the marker, it's Webb. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Makes the catch. It's Webb. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Flushed out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. A shot toward the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play.
Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. With the catch, it's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Grab near the marker, it's Webb. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete! Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Lost one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Looking to scramble. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Trojans are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Trojans! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And when the man behind center has it going away, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. That's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Off to the races to the right. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, USC. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Number 91.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
7, Purdue, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Good enough for 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Purdue, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.